Welcome back, everyone. Going into hour number 2. Did we get any good plans made? A lot of plans.
It's not my job.
Dan and Morgan are not making eye contact, so Max already said no.
Doing that thing where you're a kid in class and the teacher's like, so does anyone know the answer? And they're just like, no, my fingernails are very interesting right now.
Exactly.
All right. My desk.
We're going around to the exit.
I think trying the Aladdin approach would be funny.
It would be funny, but it might result in our death.
Until we died.
Yeah. Adam doesn't reward funny in this show.
Well, okay, so here's my thing.
This isn't Nebula Jazz. Take this shit seriously.
From what we know about the town, is it like, are we expecting a formidable fight? Do they have like a huge garrison of some sort in there?
Well, I mean, it's a town. I don't want to fight an entire town worth of guard.
True. But I'm saying
we have done that.
We have done that.
Yeah. Would they just be like outright, get them, and then.
So I mean, no, like you are all monsters. Let's just be real about that. Let's go ahead and just put that out there. You're hideous monsters. Some of you more hideous than others. I'm not pointing.
I'm a beautiful bird.
Sure. Yeah. And
I'm a beautiful bird.
They would be like, hold on, why are these hideous monsters here? However, you're, sentient, most of you, and could probably talk your way into having an excuse to be there, but they're like a closed company town, right? It's not just like a village you could just wander into with a tavern and what have you.
Yeah, it's not like a public town.
So they might be like, you there, what are you doing here? And if you can't come up with a good reason, they'd be like, get the fuck out of here. This is our town. So.
Okay.
Okay. Here's the thing. You guys.
This is always the start to a really
Here's the thing, and hear me out.
Good plan. Go ahead, Morgan.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we're not really interested in the town. We're trying to get to where the town is working.
Yeah,
that's our goal.
The town contains the foreman. The foreman is privy to privileged information about the operations in this region of the Scarlet Banner Trading Company. If you can get your hands on him, he will point you through force or trickery or whatever. He will point you to your real goal, which is why the Scarlet Banner is here, what they've discovered, and that's what Grasping Hands is really interested in.
Right. But I also know that information. So I was going to maybe share that with my compatriots here as a show of goodwill and kindness, right? I mean, I can share my knowledge or no, or do I not really know this?
It's a role-playing game. You can do whatever you want.
All right, you guys.
I stabbed the snake. I just don't trust her, Go ahead.
Thanks for playing, Morgan. I guess you're dead.
We'll see you next time, Morgan.
You want to be on my show?
Later.
Don't fucking make snakes. Go ahead.
I'm going to kill you.
So they found these ruins, these Yuan-Ti ruins, that they're going to try to take over, and that's a bad thing. So the reason I feel like I shouldn't actually walk into the town is because they're going to know that I'm up to something just because of my race. You know what I'm saying? Because they're trying to take over this space. And the fact that I'm just going to be interested that I'm even there is a bad thing.
I think we really weigh a lot of the plan heavily on the idea that we can just charm people. Like, what is the failure rate of charm, Morgan? Do you know how the... it's pretty strong, right? Isn't it? Is it a save against their con?
Yeah, it's a spell. It's the spell of suggestion. And you suggest a course of activity and magically influence a creature that you can see within range that can hear and understand you. So you say to them, it'd be great if you did this. You word the suggestion in a manner to make it sound reasonable. You can't be like, I would really love it if you just stabbed yourself in the eye right now. But you make the suggestion, they make a wisdom save. On a failed save, they pursue the course of action to the best of your ability. You can also Manchurian candidate people, and you can specify conditions that triggered the activity. So you could be like, if this happens, I would love it if you did this thing. And then the condition will last up to 8 hours and then trigger. If you or any of your companions damage the target, the spell ends.
But I can only use it once per day on one person.
Once per day, yes.
So I can't. Like, we can convince one person that we meet up with, but then the next person. I mean, if we could find somebody who could be our sort of escort into the town, or our sort of sponsor.
Yeah.
How big is this company? Like, are they so massive that there's lots of bureaucracy and like an order could get sent from way up high that the person there wouldn't know about exactly?
Yeah, they're well. Why don't you make a history check? Let's see what you know about the
Okay.
Scarlet Banner.
Oh, I still have this up. Whoops.
About very average knowledge.
Get 10. Okay. Yeah, they're big. They're big and they're rich. You don't know much about their internal bureaucracy, but they're large.
I mean, I wonder if I
What
go in
if
as
we
an
did
expert?
this? Yes, like they need like a scholar on
Yeah.
Wanti, and who better than a Wanti?
Who better?
And so you're this famous scholar that's coming in, and we're escorting you, your personal guard, to talk to the foreman to give him more information about the ruins he's trying to excavate. And you were ordered by someone way high up to come here and help the foreman, and that's our premise.
What's the name of this high up person? Do we know anybody? Any names to drop?
Not with a 10, you don't.
No, we'd
Can I
have to
a
make
history
up
roll?
a name or.
Actually,
Yeah, but
well,
this is
I don't know.
this is a very human civilization.
Yeah, I wouldn't
thing.
know. I wouldn't know.
You can make it with disadvantage if you want to make the roll.
I'll make the roll, but I don't.
Okay. So
Unless,
yeah, you can make
unless
a
the
roll.
bird is just 9.
A
Nope.
9, yeah, no.
Yeah.
So Berg, I mean, you know, maybe a little more personally, you have some experience with members of the Scarlet Banner. They're big slavers. They trade in all kinds of things, but there is a branch that trades in flesh. And they generally are considered to be tense allies with the governments of all of the courts. There's more kind of like rumors about them than truth. Some think that they're like a secret Mara cult. Some think that they're the next iteration of human civilization, that eventually the courts will like go away and organizations like this will be what's left. They're a very big deal. And for you personally, you're more familiar with the slave trading part of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Berg
Oh.
is actually visibly a little uncomfortable in general, just because we're
Yep.
around slavers.
We have the drugs that we stole that you guys stole from them before. Like, are they packaged in a way that they would recognize their own mark?
I think you gave those to
Do we give those to
Yeah, we gave
Grasping?
him.
God damn
Grasping
it.
Hands.
No, I thought
We
you
didn't
kept
save
one.
any drugs for
no,
ourselves.
You
Oh yeah,
kept
no, the
one.
Birdman kept one.
Yeah, you might have like one. You don't have like crates of them, but
Yeah.
But so we could bring like one as a gift or like a show of goodwill. Like we have, this was a gift. It has your mark on it, so that we look more legitimate as part of the organization. I'm grasping. I got
I
nothing else,
understand.
you
Yeah,
guys.
No,
I mean,
I'm laughing
this is like showing up and being like, as a matter of as a measure of our goodwill, here is the door which we ripped off your Lamborghini. Here you are.
I'm just laughing because JP called himself the Birdman.
I'm the Birdman now. I refer to
The
myself.
Birdman kept one.
Yes. Yes.
I like that.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if.
Or we could like casually bring it out at the party and be like, "Look how we're part of the crew, you guys. Look at us."
Hello, fellow kids. I also like drugs. we brought our own. to this
All
party.
I've talked about today are like how to
Is
use
she
the
a
drugs
snake
that we
lady?
have.
No.
Yeah.
She's
Listen,
no snake
as
lady.
far as
but
I can tell, there's
she has tail.
no way we're getting into this town like without anybody going like, "The
What
fuck
the
is
fuck?
that?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, let me look at my spells.
Yeah.
No, not really anything that we can.
I'd
do.
love to contribute in like some sort of cunning way, but Berg has no special abilities that allow him to like be sneaky or inconspicuous. Berg is very conspicuous and smashes things. That's what he
Do
does.
you have a Holocaust cloak?
Nope. Nothing.
We got nothing then. I got nothing.
We should at least go to the exit, as it were, of the town, and just see what happens. What's the worst that could happen there?
Worst that happens, they see us. They have a little bit of like an idea of what we look like, and we fucking retreat and find something else. Let's just get the elephant, smash right into the gate, just bam.
Yeah. Totally. Just yeah.
While simultaneously blowing off horns, doing fucking thunder shock, everything, just everything at them.
Prince Ollie.
Yeah, exactly. Prince JP. So yeah, I mean, you can approach however you want. And the closest vector into the town is off of this little north-south road that you're currently kind of adjacent to. So you could go back to the road, just head north, and see what happens.
Okay.
Is that your plan?
I was thinking it over as you said it. I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the great thing is that if you're using the way I described the plan to make the plan, I'm going to describe it in the way that seems the least threatening. This is it's totally your plan.
So
Let me-
cheer
let me-
up, you know?
Let me
It's so safe.
rephrase it in an alternate way. So you're just gonna like walk up to the front door of this town where everyone knows that you're monsters, and they're probably really suspicious because someone matching your description totally destroyed something of theirs very recently. Alternate description of the same plan.
That's also true. We did.
I think we should wait for the owl.
Well, that
Oh yeah, the guys got away, didn't they? They reported our description. Shit.
Well, okay,
Yes.
so we
After
wait for
trying
the
to-
owl.
I didn't
The
think
owl
about
comes
that.
back. It successfully goes up and surveys. Still, then what? Like, I mean, I guess we have more information on what's in there.
Well, no, because then the thing is, like, we don't care about the town at all. We
Yeah,
wanna
I care
find
about
out-
the guy, right? Yeah.
No, we don't care about the guy. The only information we need to know is like, so they're all working at a certain location. We need to know where that location is,
Got it.
and then go straight there. Like, we don't actually need the town at all.
Yeah,
thought
now
we had
keep,
to
keep
connect-
in mind,
I thought we
keep
had
in
to
mind
find
that
the guy.
The foreman knows the location that you are aimed at, but it may not be nearby, right? He may
Yeah.
just know where it is.
Okay, so that's what I was. That's what I was thinking. Like, we need to
Okay.
get information
Like, we
out of
do
the
need to
foreman.
go in. All right, then maybe we go in as I'm an expert and I can say that I know about the ruins and I'm here to help him on his endeavor. I just worry that when he asks who sent us, we have no answer for him.
I
Yeah.
mean, they probably know who we are because we destroyed their fucking den, and they probably had a birdman, a slave, and an angel.
Yeah.
Those
right, then.
three working to like. Do you go in by yourself? I don't know.
Plan 2 is I go in at night by myself and poison the well and kill everybody in town.
I mean, that's a drastic, complete. What?
That's a.
Do we get
complete
XP
180
if
there.
everyone dies? Because I'm willing
just
to risk
murder
Morgan.
everyone.
I don't
if
think
it
they
happens.
die though. They just all be tripping like crazy.
No,
I think
I
the
was gonna
snake's
use the
plan is
poison.
solid. So wyvern poison is like an injection poison. So imbibing it isn't good for you, but it wouldn't just like ice everybody in town. You can't like doma this shit. But it certainly would cause like bouts of sickness and like whatever from anyone who drank from the water supply.
And then we
I
could
mean, I
go
also
in
have
as a
poison
holy man.
spray.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
more of like a Dilophosaurus thing where you shoot it in people's eyes. and
Boom,
stuff.
got it. Here,
Just hide in the
again.
well. Hide in the well and become the monster that lives in the well that sprays poison at people.
We wait for the
And then
owl
we'll
to
come in
back.
to. Okay. Go
The
ahead.
owl comes back,
Okay.
Yeah.
drops the poison in the well. Boom,
Love it. Love it.
done. Again, it's going to be
I don't know
contingent
why
on
everyone
Dan
wants
not
to-
rolling.
I would not rely on the owl. Historically speaking.
He's failed twice. The third time has to
Got
work.
it. He's like, the third time, you guys. I'm on this.
Yeah.
I do like sending the owl to poison everybody. I'm a goal-oriented, practical person.
That's an easy enough. Like, I mean, I'm just saying that is within the realm of possibility if the owl is in a dumb fuck, right?
right.
The
The owl's
Has-
pretty
has-
fucking stupid. All right. So far, he's done a 2
Based on the rolls, yeah. It's pretty
flown
dumb.
right into a fucking giant dragon creature-ish thing.
That's exactly what's going to happen. Someone just said it. The owl accidentally eats the poison.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
He
that's
swallows the
almost
vial on accident.
Yeah, we just see him pick it up and just like an owl, just eats the whole thing and then falls over dead.
I'm just.
Can we
God
add the
damn
drugs
it.
for good measure? Just
poor
put
thing.
it all in
Just
the
a
well.
nice cocktail of
Yeah,
wyvern
just
poison and
get
heroin.
Get Dan's familiar high on heroin, and then just send it in there. It'll
All
be
right.
fine.
What did our fortunes say? I'm gonna go back to what the fortunes.
It
Oh,
said don't.
that's like
Basically, it said follow things through. Otherwise, less.
Oh, actually, we
heavy
had a different
penalties.
fortune. That was the previous
We
one.
did, was it?
We got a new one when we had our fortunes read.
Okay.
I can't remember what it was. It was
Okay.
last time.
So I know what my individual ones were. I don't remember what the fucking group thing was.
I can't remember the group one for this
Did you draw a
mission.
group one? Is it the three
We
of
did.
wands? Because there's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We
There's
did draw
six.
the group.
There's 7 on the board.
And there's
I
3
think
of
if
each.
it's-
The seventh one was the one for our specific mission.
Yeah. Did we start on the left or the right? Is it the 2 of wands or the 3 of wands? I can't remember.
I don't have either of those, so I can't tell you. My cards were the Empress, the Two of Cups,
That's a
and the
good
Seven
question.
of Cups.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys wrote down your actual cards.
I
I
do
did
remember.
wrote-
I don't know where I wrote it down though.
I wrote down in a Word document and I didn't save it, so that didn't help.
Okay, let's do the math again. There are 7 of them sitting on the board right now. I think this 3 of Wands, because I set it slightly aside. I think that's the one.
Okay. Because it was definitely the last. Because I drew first for everyone, and then Dan went, and then Max went.
The the three of Wands is the exploring the unknown, demonstrating leadership, having foresight. So actually planning ahead is part of your destiny, like going in prepared, getting as much information as you can before you explore.
We go talk to the people on the fucking road then. I think that's what we do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
think that's the plan.
So yeah, actually, yeah, demonstrating these like this
I
plan
don't know what Max
situation.
is doing. I have no idea what's happened to Max.
There was a dog issue.
Oh, okay. It was Malcolm. I got you.
Yeah, his familiar rolled 2 ones. Okay, all right. So we'll assume that to be the case then. So you want to head out? Where do you want to try to find people?
Well, can we, if we're sitting like next, can I fly up into the air and just look to see what seems to be the busiest road out of this place? Is it the road you described? Is there multiple roads? Is that something I can do?
Yeah, you can just fly up in the air and like look around. Sure.
Yeah. I'll do it safely, not to just fucking like shoot up straight in the air and say hello, shoot at me.
Okay, explain to me what it looks like then when you.
I'm gonna like fly to the top of the tree and then kind of like hang out at the top of the tree and peer from there, so I can see the roads.
The tree line is the highest that you want to go.
I will go up to the tree line and assess the situation further.
All right. So from the tree line, you can see a few hours walk away along this road. You can see the village. It's a cluster of maybe like a half dozen buildings. There's an open kind of like pen area with some horses in it, and then there's like one of the buildings is made of stone and appears to be a forge or a foundry. There's a bunch of smoke coming off of it, and there's sort of piles of like rock and fuel lying nearby.
Okay.
And maybe some swords.
Yeah, I mean probably there's some swords.
I do love loot.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what about the roads coming out of the town? Is there one major one? Is there multiple?
Yeah, you can't even from up here. You can't actually see the road that you can't see the road that you're on. Yeah, because it's under the trees. There is a real clear like scar cut into the jungle, heading north towards the horizon. And this looks like they just brute force like hacked down all the trees, salted the earth around them, like to make this wagon road. You figured it's wide enough to fit 2 wagons passing each other, and that is probably the road that runs all the way north to Changbi.
Is there any like smoke off in the distance or anything like that?
Just rising from the town.
Just the town.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I fly back down. And just shrug. Point to the road. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
I guess we'll go
It's worth a
explore
shot.
that road and see what we can see over there.
Go hang out on the road.
Just
Okay.
see we see passerbys and then chat with them.
Potentially charm the shit out of them. We'll see.
All right. So you want to make your way to the larger road, and you're going to go all the way around. That's
Yeah.
the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Okay. All right. So you make your way over there, and and then find the edge of this like jagged scar that leads north to the Court of Coins and to civilization. You're a ways off. You can see the town down the road, and it doesn't look like there's anyone on the road right now as you approach it through the jungle. They're not actively like patrolling the road or anything.
Fuck.
What do you guys want to do?
The situation sucks. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah.
Plan here.
Outside of like leaving this area and trying to, search the surrounding area ourselves, which is just aimlessly wandering in a forest or jungle wherever we're at right now, or just going up to the fort in some way, like we're just gonna just keep going. Well, what do we want to do? You know, so
I think we just got to get closer and scout and see if we can see how many guards there are. Like
the only plan that
people
I
are
was
in
able to come
there.
up with, and I was serious kind of about it, was waiting for the owl. How long does that take? Takes 3
Takes
days.
An hour to
An
summon.
hour. Oh well, I mean, we could always try to deliver some drugs in the well and see what happens. But then again, how long does that actually take to take effect, right?
Or while we're
It's not like everybody immediately just goes, water right now, I need it. You know,
Yeah.
it's not a Hitman game where you like poison something immediately they're like, ooh, sushi. Like,
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm trying to
walk to the town.
You should probably get your bird up just in case.
Yeah, if we take a short rest right here, then I can summon it during the rest.
Yeah, just
Takes an
get your
hour.
bird up. Just have them watch
And
over
then
us in case.
while I'm doing that, you guys could be watching the road, see if anyone's coming.
That works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anybody comes along in that time.
Yep. That's what we're doing.
I mean, I hate how it feels like we're so indecisive, but the reason why we're so careful in this world is because everything
Yes.
we do has real consequences. I'm on my 4th fucking character. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Get the bird up.
All right.
We're
Yeah.
gonna hang on the
you,
road.
You take some time, and you're hanging out on the side of the road, right? Like away
Yes,
from the
away
road.
from
Yeah,
the
like-
road. Yes, we're trying to be stealthy.
Right. So you hang out a while.
Eat some beef jerky.
Yeah, go through the ritual and call up the so far bad luck bird from your sword.
God, this bird.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess since the bird is back.
Yeah, at this
first-
point, I think that it's approaching twilight. You've got maybe an hour of daylight left.
Okay, should we send the? Well, I mean, owls can see in the dark.
Yeah, it has dark vision.
Should we just try to send it on a sweep to look for the location, or have we given up on that before we?
From the way Adam described it, it could be
It could be
many
anywhere.
miles away, like
Yeah.
way far away, or other side of the country probably now. He just knows
Okay.
where it is.
Do you guys feel good about poisoning an entire town?
I don't give a fuck about this town. They're
Perfect, let's
drug
do it.
runners anyways.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Azrael, how do you feel about poisoning an entire town?
Yeah, the
They're
paladin.
bad people, Azrael.
These
How does the
are
paladin feel?
These people are evil. They are spreading their vile corruption. They must be dealt with.
Yeah, I love watching characters justify shit that they want to do. Yeah, they're bad. They must be bad, or I wouldn't want to kill them so much.
And they already tried to kill me once.
Sure.
So
Okay,
the
so
plan is
the
to
owl
get the
should
owl
definitely go in the dark.
So wait, okay.
to. You're gonna
Walk me
get.
through
Are
this.
we gonna
How did we get to
accidentally
the
kill
idea of an
foreman?
owl dropping poison into a well? How
I
did we
said
get
it,
to this
JP.
point?
How about we just send the owl first just to scout and see what's over there?
I
Like, if
agree
there's
with that
guards,
plan.
If there's a garrison, like,
All
you know,
right,
if there's a
fine.
well, like it can fly by and just gather information.
But we can also send it at night. I think. Sorry, that just hit my mic. We can send it at night.
Yeah, he can see in the dark.
Yeah.
I think we should send it. I think we should wait the hour.
Okay.
Okay, so you want to hang out here?
Yeah.
And okay. All right. So you hang out by the side of the road. No real traffic. I think you're close enough to the town now that you hear a someone blow a whistle as it gets dark to signal like shift change that the day shift is over. Darkness falls. There's a dull kind of orange glow to the clouds above the town because the forge runs all day. You can hear the sound of the forge fire even from this distance, and then you loose your owl to go and scope out the town.
Yep, Lucid.
All right, owl. Come
Go
on,
ahead and
buddy.
make a
Fly by.
perception.
This time I'm
check for
like-
the owl.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck happened, but you're gonna do it right this time.
You need to give your owl. Oh God, an 11.
There you
11.
go. Okay. All right. So the owl takes wing and flies a circuit of the town. So you spend some time waiting for it to return, and when it does, the owl Baldur doesn't like speak to you in words, right? You get images of its flight transferred into your memory as if you remembered it yourself. There's a whole like total recall thing that happens, and I think you see the town and it's multiple structures. Are you looking for anything in particular, or
Looking for roughly how many guards I see on patrol, like standing out and posts and stuff. The main entrances and how many buildings I can tell that are there.
Sure. Well, why don't I just I'll just do this. I'll just pop you over to the map so you can see the staging town from what the owl would have seen. So there's the town.
Oh, what a lovely little town.
Very quaint.
Vaguely Pokemon-esque.
Yeah, so a little town, several buildings. You can spot maybe a half dozen guards scattered throughout the building. You can't obviously see into the buildings, but there are guards, and then you can see in the southeast, over in the corner there, you can see there's a little like pen for the horses. The forge isn't on here. It's a separate building to the north, and it's quite large, but it seems unguarded.
Maybe we can get our
from the
horses
outside.
back.
Yeah.
Oh no, we still have our horses.
Yeah,
we
you
do.
do.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh,
You
they're
still-
We
with
can
us?
bring back
Okay.
extra horses.
Yeah.
I will tell you this because you got an 11. The horses are unusual.
They're
They
demon
are,
horses.
They're a dark color. They're like a dark red, and they have like scars, not battle scars, but what look like ritual scars or brands all over their like shoulders and their flanks. Their hair, their like mane or whatever it's called on a horse, is braided with bits of like bead and like beads and bits of bone and stuff. And these don't look like pack horses. They look like war horses. They're big and broad and tough looking.
See, even the horses are evil. Poison them all. Who gives a fuck?
Okay, what if
Where is the well? Go ahead with your what if. Sorry.
No. Where's the well? That's a good question.
I don't think you can see one on the map, but let's throw one.
What
let's
if
throw one on
Adam
there.
is
They
like, there isn't one?
well, like they would need water.
They use bottled water.
And yeah, exactly. That's the yeah. You see many
Avion.
empty plastic
Look, that
bottles.
just
with the
goes
scarlet
against
banner on
us or against them more. The paladin's gonna hate them. All right, bottled
them.
water
Yeah, giant
destroys
pile
the
of
earth.
plastic.
Yeah.
They're opening a petroleum processing factory.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll find a well here. And we'll throw it on there. But yeah, it would be like centrally located, somewhere where they could all kind of get at it.
I was
and,
thinking.
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Yeah, I'm done. There's a well.
Okay, I didn't mean to interrupt. What about, like, I can do Mage Hand within 60 feet if I use my distance spell sorcery point. So if I could get close enough, I could open the gate of the pen, the horse pen, and we could send him out. Like, we could scare him somehow. I could either use, like, a firebolt or just the fact that I'm a snake. Like, we could spook them, and then people have to go chase the horses. I mean, that might thin it out a little bit.
With those arrows.
And I also
Oh, yeah.
relate to you that these horses, there's something not right with them.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe
like-
they don't get so easily shook.
I describe to you as best as I can their markings and their beads and stuff. Can you like see if it triggers anything in your mind about like these runes I'm describing and how these horses are? I don't know, maybe like an Arcana check or
Yeah.
the magic user.
Yeah, sure. You can describe the markings. Why don't you why don't you make a make an Arcana check, and I can tell you if there's anything like magical about.
Did that do it?
God,
Would you-
what in
Oh,
the
boy.
fuck?
Yeah.
I haven't seen my roll yet. It's
it's a
amazing,
three.
right, guys?
Yeah, it's a 3.
Well,
You
it's
rolled
You
a
rolled,
three.
you rolled a 1 and a 20, or a 1 and an 18.
Yeah, I sure did.
So
Yeah,
you don't
I'm like,
recognize
I don't
them.
know. This seemed like nice enough horses to me, guys.
It sounds well. I mean, I think it sounds. You critically failed, so you probably go like directly to the like. They sound like nightmares, right? Like there is a demon horse that you can summon, like warlocks summon them from hell to ride them around. They are terrifying, and it sounds like maybe these might be those.
But then, like, that'll get people riled up, right? I mean, you send out some demon horses, everyone's gonna start hop toing it, try to get them back.
A distraction.
It's a
Could be
distraction. I'm not trying to fight the horses. I'm trying to not fight other people.
It's true.
Or we could just drop some fucking poison in the well and also poison their water while we're at it. Because someone's got to roll something at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can I make a medicine check at him to try to figure out what wyvern poison would do to a person if they ingested it?
Yeah. Go ahead and make that check.
It's a good idea.
14?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, like I said, the wyvern poison, it's swiftly running out of efficacy, right? Because it's drying up. It's been separated from the wyvern for a long time. You'll have to use it quick if you're going to use it at all. They would, if they're of weak constitution, there's a good chance they'll die. If they're of strong constitution, they'll probably get very sick and then need time to recover.
We'll hope the foreman has a strong constitution.
That's true. It's venom, not poison. If it was poison, it would be easier to do this. But venom is for
I can
stabbing.
spit in a bag.
Yeah, poison spray is less effective.
Keep going, Nakana. Keep going. We need a bucket.
Yeah,
It's just the fucking snake bent over, just. See you guys tomorrow. Just fucking slides off.
Poison spray is like getting sprayed with a spritzer bottle, not like a concentrated.
Adam, if we were out here for like 2 weeks, every single day we did forecast of poison spray.
Our party dies of old age trying to figure out how to get into town.
Jesus Christ.
Our plans are so silly. We still haven't done anything.
No, this is the normal. This is normal for roleplay plans. This is normal.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
But okay, so I do like the idea of poisoning the well. My only worry is that we kill the foreman in the process.
yeah, that's possible.
But then we can loot the shit out of the town.
Yeah.
And I fancy one of those nightmare horses for my own. I think I'd look great on it.
Fucking snake lady riding a demon horse.
Right? What's not to love about that?
Yeah.
Then all of our plans where we're trying to be inconspicuous will be fine.
At the very least, succeed or fail, you'll look good airbrushed on the side of a van.
Yeah.
It's true.
All right. I'd say go forward with plan poison.
Is the hawk doing the poisoning still? The owl?
I think so, yeah.
So
Owl.
we're gonna drop it in and just wait a day or two for people to drink from it and get sick.
And then go into the town? Like, we're still going to have to go into the
owl,
town.
if the owl just drops the whole severed tail in the well, someone will see it floating around in there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's not just like straight up.
It's a big spike that you've hacked off the end of a wyvern.
All right. So
Will the
tie a little rock
acid
onto
eat
it.
Well, no. Go ahead.
Tie a little tiny rock onto it. Make it float down. They can't see it.
We're trying.
Okay, so it's an owl, right? You know how big an owl is.
A European swallow or an African swallow?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. How big is this? Is the poison spike that we're talking about here?
It's about as big as an owl.
You're a liar. You just fucking made that up.
Well, wyverns are huge, you know.
I don't want to break your heart, Max, but it's a role playing game. That's all we do is make shit up. Yeah, like I mean, the owl is not huge. Like we're talking fucking Hedwig size here. It's not a rock, and a wyvern is quite large. So I mean, it's not the whole owl, but it's the poison sac and the spike is about fist size, maybe a bit bigger.
Okay. And I was saying that wyvern it has a specific size, so
it's
ideally you'd think that you know what the thing is size was.
Yeah, the owl.
It's the only plan I have. If it doesn't work, just tell me so we can stop talking about it and we can just bust into this fucking town.
Only one way to know if these plans work. Yeah, listen, the owl has a strength of 3. The owl's strength is 3.
Okay.
That's not very much.
Keep that in. Yeah, no. If you were to extrude the poison or the venom, from the thing into a vial and then maybe give it to the owl, but then the owl would have to pull the cork out of the vial with its beak, and there's a non-zero chance it would just get poisoned.
Yeah, that requires a roll and
keep the cork off it. Keep the cork off it, and its little owl talons are just holding it. That was what I thought was going to happen.
As long as it does it over the well, it's fine, right?
Well,
if the owl dies, it goes in too.
Walter is just sitting
Sorry, no
on a branch right now, just doing this to you, like, really,
Really, woman? Really?
really, really.
It's a suicide thing. Boulder just goes right into it. Just
Okay, but again, if they find a dead owl in their well, they're not going to drink the water.
yeah.
Who put this owl in the well?
Well,
I don't know. I'm thirsty though, group.
when this magical owl dies, does it not just like dissipate or disappear? Like a lot of like a that's what I was thinking. It doesn't just like stick around.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the owl dies.
You down, Boulder?
We're gonna have to walk into this town one way or
Either that or
have
another.
to do
the
something.
heroin.
How are we gonna do the heroin?
Same way. Put it in the well. I don't know how strong heroin is.
I don't know if it works like that.
All right. Do we have vials?
All right, who does heroin? How do we know how this?
Can we get some heroin people in the chat, please? We need some information.
I'm down to attempt this fucking stupid plan because we this owl can come back within an hour, right? So who cares if it dies? I'm sorry, Boulder, but who cares if it dies?
Someone in the chat says, "Who keeps throwing owls
It's
in the well?"
expendable. Whereas us going straight up into the town is very dangerous, and if we die, we don't just fucking come right back in an hour, right? So even though it's silly, let's mix up a little cocktail of heroin and fucking wyvern poison. Sounds a little crazy out loud, I understand, but let's try it, right?
It's a dangerous epidemic. People are cutting their heroin with wyvern poison in an effort to get the best possible high, but they're dying. It sounds like a PSA, like Berg, just like, don't do heroin, kids. You don't know what it's cut with. So, okay.
I'm gonna
we
do
gotta
that
roll.
because I'm immune to poison.
Yes, you
That
are
makes
immune to poison. So when you say do that, what part
Yeah,
are
I'm
you
what
gonna
is-
referring to?
squeeze the poison into a vial.
You're gonna siphon the
Okay.
poison out. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Make a medicine
Do
check.
you want guidance on this? It's a cantrip, so pretty
Probably a
much.
smart move.
Yeah. So I cast
Yes.
cast guidance on you. So you get an additional
Alright.
D4 here. I'll do it real quick.
Let's see, and then I'm doing medicine.
Yeah, make a medicine
Okay.
check.
Oh,
Nice. All right. This is not the first time you've milked venom out of a wyvern tail before, I guess. So you get you get a full dose of it. The actual like tail part is you can throw it away. And now you have the you have the venom in a vial.
Sweet.
Nice.
What's the next step? Train the owl
Yeah.
how to drop it.
Are
We just have the wyvern poison in there, right? Where we're gonna add heroin, a little heroin? No.
So generally one doesn't eat heroin.
Yeah, you don't
Generally
ingest
you smoke or inject it. They would smoke it because there's no syringes
okay.
in this world. It's not.
I was just saying.
You'd smoke it like opium or whatever you put it.
All right. What if we just have the owl drop the heroin in the middle of the road and then they smoke it?
Okay, so your plan here is that the foreman or some guard is like, hey, free heroin. And just fucking smokes it on the spot. Like, man, street heroin is the best heroin.
Yep.
You guys, the gods dropped heroin on me today. I'm having the best day, and he just falls over dead.
That's the plan. Yep.
I don't see what's wrong with that.
No, I don't see
Personally,
any holes with this.
every day in my life, I walk down the street staring at the ground, hoping to God I'll find that 8 ball of heroin just lying there on the sidewalk. Someday.
Mhm.
So are we
All right,
really
fine, we'll just
poisoning
go-
the well?
Yes,
Poison
we're
the
good with the
well.
poison.
Do it.
Do you want guidance,
Tiny
Dan?
little
For the...
vial.
Okay.
All right,
small
Dan,
enough
you
for
have
an owl to
guidance as
grab.
well. With
Yeah,
its cantrip,
now
I can do
And
this.
just have the owl go straight down into the well.
Straight
Don't
into the
let-
well.
Just straight in there, because he's gonna die anyway.
How
Don't
are
tell
you-
him that though. I don't know if he's gonna,
How are we gonna get the poison out of the vial into the water?
Just leave it
Like,
uncorked.
It's gonna have to.
leave it uncorked. Yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying.
he's got to fly with it with talons and sideways and.
Not sideways.
It's still a
Why
roll.
sideways?
Don't get into the semantics of this, Dan. It's just
He's
a
gonna
flat
have to do check
roll.
to not spill it all out of there. as he's
No, there's
flying.
no check. That's Adam's.
Owls are
Don't
very
give him
graceful
ideas.
That's what
flyers.
fucking owls do. They grab mice up and just like, wah! That's what they do.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Have faith in your owl, damn it.
Okay.
You have guidance as well.
Okay.
I'm over there like I'm eye level with the owl. And I'm talking to it in bird noises.
My point is, there's no downside here except for an owl dying that comes back. All right,
So you're
and
gonna
maybe
use,
losing a little bit of poison.
You're gonna use your familiar
Don't you
to.
dare use that tone.
I need to be clear on what's happening here.
Yeah.
So you're gonna give the owl a glass vial with a cork in it, and the vial is full of wyvern poison.
No, there's no cork because he can't uncork
Okay,
it.
so it's got to hold the vial while it
It's not
flies,
empty
but
yet.
not
It might
Not
be
on
empty.
its edge.
but
It's
not
got to
s-
hold it on.
but-
Yeah, you can't spill it.
but not spill the poison. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he can
Hold
take a cork out with his mouth, with his beak.
If he
Yeah,
fucks it
right.
up,
Yeah.
though,
He's smart.
Yeah.
Here's some incredibly volatile poison. Could you open it with your mouth?
I mean, the owl's not coming back from this. Let's be real.
This is a suicide mission. All right.
It's
Sure.
a suicide mission.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Let me see about how the familiar always obeys your commands. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
it
The
does.
owl is just gonna judge you. It's gonna be like, really, man, you're making me do this.
It's not gonna matter because it's dead.
We're
come
more
back to
worried
haunt
about
you.
the owl than like the 100 people we're about to poison.
Does it
I mean,
lose
they're
its
bad
memories
guys.
when it dies and it comes back?
So yeah.
don't
So
know.
the owl is going to then fly the vial into the well,
Yes.
and then break the vial and then die and disappear.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Good plan. Suicide bomber
Yeah.
owl.
Drop it in, and if it can do it without getting poisoned, then fly back. But if it can't, then just. There's going to be a dead owl in the well, though. I don't know.
The owl
how
will
that's-
it disappears.
the owl
Actually, no, it
disappears.
disappears.
It
Owl
disappears. Yeah, we talked about it.
But
So
the
it's
vial
either,
won't.
in my mind, it either dive bombs in there with speed to fucking break it. Although people could hear that shit too. Let's think about that.
Just straight up dive bomb into
It's like-
Owls fly silently because of their feathers.
The thing I read about
I know, but
it'll
the
disappear,
crashing.
but the vial will just be floating on the top of the water.
But
just
the
sitting.
water's like down far.
Vial,
True.
I guess.
The bits of glass, if it breaks the vial, will just sink to the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm worried about the noise. Is what I'm saying. Like, not okay. It's
Yeah.
not gonna have that, but for dramatic effect,
It's
like people are like, "What
not
the
a
fuck was
fighter-
that?"
It's not a fighter plane. It'll
I said for dramatic effect. Okay. Pretend for a moment.
right,
This is
yes.
a weird world where we make things up, Adam. Like
You don't know
noises
this-
and a
you don't know
magical
this
owl
yet.
makes.
Yeah, you don't know this yet, but the name of the town is Pearl Harbor. So
But
yeah,
worst
okay.
case, there's a noise. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? They don't
worst
know
case, there's a
that.
noise. Or the
Right.
alternate
And
is
that's
that
when
like
we
what happens-
sprinkle the crack on the ground, right?
or
It's like what happens when it's like what happens when a bird flies into your window. Like you'll hear a noise, but
Yeah.
what was that?
Yeah.
or
It only
if it's
haunts you
smart
a year
enough
later.
and it obeys what Dan says. Like he said, it has to listen to everything that Dan says. It's a tiny little vial. I would think it's within reason that it could just go to the well, perch up there, and go, and then just drop that shit.
I regret telling the story of the fucking bird hitting my window because I think that's the origin of all of today's episode. I really do. I think that's doomed us all.
all right, like it's fine. We'll do it.
Morgan wasn't expecting it. It's just been in her head the entire time.
So, here's what you tell Balder, all right? Get in there, perch, try to do a little. If it can't and it struggles, well, then Balder's not
Smash
coming
it
back.
against the side.
Okay.
All right, Operation Owl Poison Bombing of the Well.
You've
What's
got-
gonna happen? We're gonna roll.
Also-
it's gonna be like, yeah, you
Only
fucked
in
up.
D&D
It drops the
would
poison.
this plan ever
Yeah.
happen?
Yep.
Yeah.
You've got
So this
guidance.
is
Good luck.
you're waiting until nighttime to do this, and you want the owl to do so like unnoticed, right?
Yeah.
So I think this is gonna be two checks. It's gonna be an opposed stealth check. So it's got a +3 to stealth, so that's advantageous for the owl. Okay. Let me roll
14.
to see if the owl
Oh,
is
wait, you-
noticed.
Can he only have guidance on one roll, or does he have guidance on all rolls? How's it work?
It's guidance on the next roll.
Oh,
um,
so I guess that's on
You
stealth.
could have guidance the owl. So yeah, go ahead and roll your
Okay.
roll another d4. There you go. All right, so 14. All right, let's see
14
if the owl
plus
gets
3,
noticed.
right? Or does it already factor in there? Oh, it already factors
No,
in there.
it's 11 plus 3. Yeah.
Yeah, 14.
Okay, so the owl takes off the vial of horrible poison clutched in these tiny claws, and the blessing of justice upon him. He flies off into the night sky. Let's
Fantastic.
see if the guards notice the owl by the well.
Okay.
They do. All right.
Oh,
So
Oh no.
It's an
So
owl,
here's-
though.
it is
Balder
just
lands-
an owl.
Balder lands on the edge of the well. We're gonna follow Balder, right? So Balder lands on the edge of the well, and there's a guard. There's a guard going off to get some water. And the guard sees Balder, and the guard's like, hey, get away from there, and like waves his hands and is like coming over towards Balder. What does Balder do?
Balder knows to run away, not to try to poison it with him there.
Yeah, so
Try to
Balder's gonna try to flee.
Fly
Okay.
away, and just like as
So
he's
Balder-
acting like a bird, just flying away.
Balder turns to take wing, and the guard puts down the lantern that he's holding. Just like sets the lantern down, takes out his crossbow,
Oh,
takes aim.
that's a hell of a shot. Okay.
Let's see. I don't know.
What's
Let's
Balder's-
see what happens.
Balder's AC is probably stupid low.
Yeah, but that's a
Yeah.
hell of a shot.
Let's see here.
In the night, shooting at a flying owl.
Still shoot. That's what armor class is for.
What color is Boulder?
Owl colored.
Black.
Out
Well,
call
it's
it.
either
Okay, he's got
black
a
is harder, right?
+3 to hit. +3.
11 AC for the owl, by the way.
Okay, here we go.
Nice.
Poing.
Ah,
Hit with a
And again.
crossbow bolt.
God
Powder's
fucking
down.
damn it!
A
told you not to rely
crossbow.
on the owl.
A crossbow deals what? 1d8. How many hit
Any-
points does Balder have?
Any damage, I'm dead. One hit.
Oh, he's got 1. Okay. So
God
Balder
damn
takes
it.
flight, thunk, and then just thunk, spirals down, and then disappears on the ground.
And I don't
Um,
have our poison.
We see the guard walk over. I'm gonna make a perception check at disadvantage because he's not in the light now, to see if he notices the vial on the ground. So I'll roll this twice. And I'll take the less of the two. I think it's gonna be DC like 14 to notice it in the grass. Okay, so no, he definitely doesn't. So he walks over. We don't. He doesn't see it. It's somewhere in the grass, and he walks over and he picks up his crossbow bolt. And he looks around for the owl. He's like, huh, must have missed. And, like, sticks it back in his thing, walks over to the well and goes to get a drink.
Why is he shooting at an owl? Is my
'Cause he's
question.
an asshole. I don't know, man.
So
He-
mean.
Yeah,
You-
he just
you
sees.
get bored guarding a town in the middle of nowhere, you know?
Yeah, he sees this animal and he's like, hey, cool, I could just shoot this for fun. The kind of people that are guards for operations like this just aren't that nice. Yeah, so Operation Drop the Poison in the Well did not go as smoothly as maybe you had hoped.
All right. Backup owl.
Tune in next hour.
Get the poison.
Plan A.
Wait,
Plan A
we could literally just wait an hour and send in the fucking.
But you don't have the poison anymore. It's lying somewhere.
I
in
know
the
the
grass.
owl could go
Yeah, it's
find
right
it.
there.
Get it.
Well, no,
Oh,
now
dear
you don't.
God.
Yeah, you don't know where it is. It's somewhere. The Balder could fly over and go looking for it.
Owls happen to have excellent night vision.
They do.
They do. It's true.
Send in the bird. We got to get the poison.
The fuck are we doing?
It's really stupid.
It's the only plan that kind of made sense at all. Like, yeah, fucking poison everyone. That'd be great. And then we just waltz in and slay everyone. Like,
Think of all the XP, you guys.
Yeah.
shit.
Or we could just go in and murder everyone, like we
It is
somehow always
nighttime.
devolve into doing.
It is. I mean, it is a D&D game, so that's kind of the. Yeah.
Can we? Is there any sort of like weakness at all in the what's it called, the wall around it? Anything at all? Like
There's no
something
wall.
we can.
There's no wall around the town.
What the fuck? There's no wall around the town?
No.
Oh,
No, it's
okay.
just
Well,
some-
yeah, let's sneak
It's just
in.
some
What the
little-
fuck are we
it's just
doing?
A little like
Matt,
yeah, just
hold
some little,
on.
like houses.
You're gonna want a plate armor guy. I think you have 3
Yes.
disadvantages
Stealth. Let's
to
try it.
stealth in, and they just fucking found an owl in the middle of the night. That's.
I
kinda
thought this
rough.
entire time there was a wall around the town. That was true. I thought there was just like this. That's why I mentioned a gate earlier.
Nope.
I thought that's how it was described.
All around the town.
I mean, the one
does
option is that we could try to just like run in and find the foreman as fast as possible and just be like, wait, don't shoot, and talk to him, and then charm him and say like, we're your friends. But if that fails, then we're probably dead.
I mean, we just don't know where he is the problem.
Yeah,
I
there's so
would-
many buildings.
I would assume the
Yeah.
biggest building in the town.
Or the
But it's
bar.
night. He could be sleeping in his house, for all we know.
Well, if you look at the map, there is only one one building that has multiple guards outside of it,
That's true.
and they seem to be posted outside of that building.
That's true.
All right. Who's the stealthiest of us? Probably Jubilant.
I roll a disadvantage still, but if I took my armor off, I could fly in and fucking like go down the chimney like Santa Claus.
Never, never
And then
send
we
an
have
owl to do a
to-
kinku's job.
Then we have to take the chimney apart when you get stuck in there.
That's true.
Yes.
Mhm.
That's inevitable.
Fuck.
I think I'm pretty sure we could just like walk in there and have a conversation
Okay.
and say like we need to talk
Yeah.
to the foreman immediately.
If that works, and we did all this,
My only fear is that like Berg's a wanted criminal. There's wanted posters all fucking across the lands, and they know that 3 people, an angel, a bird guy, and a fucking half orc, were in the mines a couple weeks back. So that's probably gotten around.
I could try going in by myself.
I mean, if you want to, that's totally fine. I think that's probably the safest plan.
Yeah.
But if
and
you
if you
get
don't come
into
back within a certain amount of time, then we come
Yeah.
in. And,
yeah, or
But although I'm already dead at that point.
It's splitting the party is always super dangerous.
I know.
yeah.
The last time that someone on Court of Swords went into a town with
oh
guards in it
yeah, no, that
alone,
didn't go so well.
They had their
How'd
necks
that go,
snapped.
guys?
They had their
They
necks snapped
also-
by
Well, that
what
was
happened
also
to
to
the
kill
guests?
someone, wasn't it? That was to fight someone and kill something. This is just to have a conversation.
Yeah, conversation with a PC in a role-playing game. Yeah, so I mean, you could attempt to sneak in. You could try to talk your way in. You get some options.
I mean-
Overcomplicated
any-
plan A didn't work. So.
Yeah.
Do we have any negotiating power? Like, do we have any chips at all?
You got money? Anybody got any money?
I have really high charisma.
That
I
is
think
true,
we
you did.
spent most of our money. We should have some money. I don't
What'd you
know.
spend it on?
Armor and shit, right?
Oh, you already. Oh, before I was here, you
Yeah,
spent it.
plate mail and
Yeah. That's why
I have
all
expert
expect badass
forgery.
armor.
I could make a fucking note of some type from someone.
Ooh, I like it.
Wait, didn't I study? I studied the thing from the leader of the 12 thirsty devil people. I can't think of his
Yeah.
name. Grasping hands.
Grasping hands.
Grasping
He
hands.
sent us a letter, right? Didn't I study that like in depth?
Yeah, I mean, you could forge something from him, but I'm not sure.
I don't think they
why.
respect that though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
But
He
I
doesn't
feel
really
like
control
at least
the
it would be a way to get in or whatever. Like, we're a emissary party from him. We
No,
want
they
to
don't
have
like
a
each other.
conversation.
They're competing.
they're
that's why he's
enemies.
having us. That's why he's having us
Yeah.
investigate all this shit because these guys are a problem for him.
They're horning
Maybe we
in on
could
his territory.
We could suggest that we were there for like a parlay, or for, I don't know,
Yeah.
guys.
I'm trying to work
Tough.
this
I would say
everything
I
in
see
my
what
head.
you're saying, but they're probably
we
going to be
could-
like, okay, grasping hands wants us dead, so fuck him.
Keep,
We
keep in
could-
mind, keep in mind, JP, you don't need to have seen, like, you're not making an exact copy of something. You can forge an official looking document. You can just tell me what you're trying to forge, and then
I
you
don't-
make a roll.
I don't know what's going to coerce these people into provoking a non-response or a "Hey, yeah, let's talk" response.
From
Yeah.
somebody else in the organization, from somebody higher up, like a letter of
Yeah.
introduction for me as, as a expert on the project that they're working on.
But do we have?
I know enough about the project that I can fake that part, but I can't. I don't know who. Like, I don't know what name to drop. I
But
don't know
they
what to say.
they
like,
probably have like an official wax seal or like some sort of insignia to let them know that it's the real deal. And I haven't seen that before.
Yeah.
That's the only fear.
That's the only reason why talking our way in seems like such a dumb plan because we just don't have enough information and we look stupid as fuck, like compared to like what we should look like if we were official people of this like clan, this secret society or whatever.
I mean, we could try to take those guards out. It looks like there's 2 of them. We could try to take those guards out on the side.
What about if we say that we were asked, but we're from the Court of Coins. We were asked. Someone from their group asked us to send a scholar from the Court of Coins to this place. We don't know why. We were just told to come here.
Is that the
And
region that we're in right now? The Court of Coins.
We're mercenaries.
Yes.
We're mercenaries guarding you that you hired, so we don't know shit, and just you don't know why you were sent. You were just told to go by someone up in a college of sorcerers, like name drop a high-ranking sorcerer instead of. And
Yeah.
you're doing a favor for him.
Do
And-
these people work outside the law, or are they still governed by the Court of Coins in some sense? Like, do they respect the Court of Coins? Do we know that?
Yeah, technically they have a sort of uneasy alliance with the Court of Coins.
So they wouldn't just be like, fuck the Court of Coins. And shit.
Yeah, no. The court, yeah, they officially have like a good relationship with the court.
Yeah,
I think
was
that's a
asking,
good
like,
plan.
Okay. Better than anything we have. We just have to hope that Wind hasn't got here, that they have exact descriptions of what we look like and all of that kind of.
These are probably grunts that I doubt the guards would know too much.
Guards
The
are kind of
foreman-
dumb.
Foreman would be the one we have to worry about.
Mechanically, Adam, I have a disguise kit, but I'm not proficient in it. How does that work?
You have disadvantage, I think, when you're trying to disguise people.
So we could try to disguise people with disadvantage just to give us a little bump. Because I have a disguise kit, so we could try.
Oh
it.
no, you can still use the
Put a
kit.
mustache on people.
It's not disadvantage. You use the kit, but you don't get to add your proficiency bonus to an ability check to create a
Oh,
disguise.
fucking let's go. We've disguised the three of us. I'll forge this thing from the Court of
All right.
Coins, and then we'll walk in
Oh my
there.
god, I love this plan.
Describe your disguises for me then. So what are you trying to disguise everyone as?
I'm a Birdman.
That's not a disguise. That's what you actually are.
I make it look like a shitty Birdman.
I'm like a different Birdman.
a different Birdman.
You think we should have any sort of? Is there any way to make like us all look kind of
Put a
uniform in one?
mustache on my beak and put a monocle on. Reginald Birdman. Of the Court of Coins Birdman. Indeed. So, yeah. I mean, what are you trying? You tell me what you're trying to disguise yourself as, and then you can make the roll. So yeah, what's the plan here?
I'm trying to think how you disguise a Birdman, not look like a Birdman.
You can't really it's very difficult.
I mean, I could just completely cover myself in some sort of fabric.
As like a leper. With
Yeah,
a
and then I
just
just have the little eyes and nose slit, and
Yeah,
that's
the
it.
closest
We
thing I
could
was going to
just
say.
be 3 mercenaries that she hired, and we don't have any real affiliation. We're just being paid to guard her, and that's all that we know or care about.
But we should still have a disguise kit, so they don't be like, "Haha, you're the people
could
from the mine."
You can make her look official or something.
You could disguise. You
Oh,
could
yeah.
disguise the three of you. Disguise the three of you as like people who are not you.
Yes,
but
that's
still
the
be like
that's the plan.
tough-looking mercenaries.
Yeah. So we just look differently. We fucking I maybe cover myself completely in fabric.
Right. Alt skin DLC versions of you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Put on a different colored karate gi.
Exactly.
Okay. So let's have you make a roll.
Let's take a break because this is important.
You wanna take a break first?
And we
Okay,
want to
alright.
screw you too, but yeah, because we've also just spent an hour.
That was the best
45
goddamn
minutes
plan
with the
ever.
owl,
If
and then all he
this
did
fails, we're sending in another owl.
was
Perfect.
terrible. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and go into hour 3 here on Court of Swords. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
We're getting a lot done.
We're getting a lot done. We'll be right back.